their Raabta is something that everyone is talking about. I have two of the most amazing, good-looking actors, Sushant and Kriti, with me here today. Your film's coming up, Raabta. It looks really interesting. I'm sure you guys are super excited about it. But Raabta means a sort of association that, you know, it cannot be described in words.
Association sounds so formal. It's like
between
two companies.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
yes.
but between two people also. Yeah. So, how did you guys form a Raabta for the film, and when did you guys meet up socially or for the first time, and what was the connect that time?
The first time it was disconnect. So there was nothing, and then we disconnected. What was that? It was, I think, one of the parties that we went to.
No, I think
we were sitting.
There was no disconnect. There was no connect.
She was sitting inside. I was hanging out with my friends. I looked at her, and she just looked through me.
Maybe I was looking at someone else.
No, there was nobody. And then the second time we met at our common friend's birthday, where she was like wearing some 6-inch wala heels, and she was like here.
I was wearing flats that day.
Really?
Yeah.
But you were wearing something like a blue color.
Yeah. Oh my God! You
He
really
remembers
noticed
everything.
that?
Yeah,
You
totally.
really noticed that?
So as I was opening the door, I was pulling the door, she was pushing the door, and she was right here, I was right here. We didn't even acknowledge each other's existence.
Should I tell you something even longer back? When I had just come to Mumbai, so I had gone to meet Mukesh Chhabra. I was meeting people and I didn't know anybody. So Mukesh's office, where he also takes auditions and stuff. So I just gone to meet him, and I was entering his office where he, I guess, was doing a scene for Kai Poche, workshop for Kai Poche, with Amit Saad, I think.
Saad, yeah.
So मैं अंदर जा रही थी और ये बाहर भाई करके एकदम से उसके साथ निकला ना. I was like, what just happened? And then he kept doing his scene. So he was unaware of me being there because he was so engrossed in that scene.
Yeah, I would have noticed if I was not acting, for sure.
So, how did the Raabta build?
So when for the first time we met for this film in Dinu's office, we were given one scene to sort of audition, and we were just enacting, and I think in the second or the third time we kind of really started completing each other's lines. Like he did an improv, I kind of reacted on that. I did something, he reacted on that. So that scene became a little alive. And we still didn't know each other at all. So I think as actors, we always had that. I would like to believe that. But we were still strangers. We still took our own time to sort of talk to each other and talk to each other apart from work. Then our usually directors क्या करते हैं कि go out and meet each other and just get to know each other. Our director was like, no, we put you into classes. You learn swimming, you learn horse riding, you learn martial arts, you learn weapon training. So we were learning some 4 or 5 things. We had a timetable. So I think through those, that time, the workshops and stuff, we started talking to each other. We found a lot of things common. We connected as individuals and eventually became friends.
Sushant, anything you want to add?
I think it was the beginning was she started to make chocolates because she was supposed to learn how to make chocolates, and I was never to learn how to eat chocolates, so I was ready for that. And she used to give me chocolates almost every day.
Office,
You give me chocolates.
I think a box of chocolates.
It's very high probability that I'll end up as your friend.
So a box of chocolate basically kind of broke the ice.
Amazing. But reincarnation is a tricky subject, and your film deals with it. And we've seen Cars and a lot of films. The film could have misfired. Were there any apprehensions ever regarding the film?
Nothing is tricky, I feel. What do you mean by tricky?
I think every time you try to do something new, it has to be tricky.
Yeah.
And that is what is is required. I think we are too cautious all the time. I don't know what we are trying to hold on to or what we are trying to protect, because we don't have much to protect. We need to try different things. We need to fail. So yes, I still don't know whether it works or not. I don't believe in reincarnation. I believe in, okay, you tell me a story, whether I want to listen to it while you're telling it. This is what happened when I was reading the script. I wanted to read it. I forgot that I don't believe in reincarnation. And then it was also there was one analysis that in one project I've never done 2 characters. So whether I can do it or not. So and then I said yes, and then the process started, and I was figuring out different stuff because it allowed me to do something 2 completely different characters that I have not done in recent past. So I was just trying stuff and had a great experience, and now the film is ready. But I don't know whether it will resonate or not.
See, I don't know it's tricky or not. Yes, it's experimental. It's something different. It's not your regular formula. It is somewhere a formula which has been successful also, but I think filmmaking is about telling stories that that you can make the audience, believe in, and invest those 2.5 hours into, and also take the audience a little away from their normal mundane life into a beautiful world, a beautiful story that they stay with, and maybe take back something with, and maybe evoke some kind of emotions in them.
So I feel that it's not what the film talks about, but how it's how the story is told. That decides what the film would do at box office.
So you do believe in reincarnation, but or do you?
See, it's not like I completely believe in it because there's no proof as such. But it's something that I'd like to believe in it. I think. Because my character Saira somewhere starts believing in the whole thing. I read this book, Many Lives, Many Masters, and that kind of talks about the fact that at times you meet people who you instantly feel connected to, and you start talking to them for for really long, and you feel this strong connect with them, which is not explainable. You're not related to them in any way. So that connect might be from another time, the relation that you had with that person from another time. It's just a beautiful thought, it's a beautiful concept, it's something that I would want to believe in.
So would you guys actually try past life regression?
I was going to do it for the film because my character kind of... He must have
Sushant,
said.
what do you want to?
I'm just saying that I believe that we all live a subjective life. You know what I'm saying? And lives are just the stories that we tell ourselves. So right now I want to tell myself a story that reincarnation, I have been telling myself a story that reincarnation does not exist. If the film does well, I'll consider. If the film doesn't do well, then even if it's true, I'll never decide to reincarnate myself.
But if you had to guess each other's past life, what do you think? Who would be what? Either of you?
I think he would be a scientist. He really loves maths and physics. I think in this life also you wanted to become a scientist, but you loved acting more than that, so you kind of chose this. But there is a scientist inside you which keeps coming out in between like this. So I think he's very intelligent. He's very curious.
His tweets.
So he's very curious. He's very intelligent. He's a lot into science and maths. Everything that kind of qualifies for being a scientist, I think.
Sushant, what do you think Kriti would be in a past life?
Past life?
Yeah. The first thing that comes in your mind.
Nobody?
Should be someone like this only. I've used should.
Okay.
What do you mean by someone like this only?
You're already good.